Man, when I got introduced to what I call, I'm the seed of America's gangster rap culture. A little kid who been watching Bill Cosby, Red Fox, Fred Sanford. When my uncles get out of prison, I watched all the black exploitation films. From Dolomite, Superfly, all penitentiary. So I learned criminal activity from watching these movies, watching my uncles. And once I finally got to go out into the community, imagery have already been propagated to me. Kid watching television, kid watching so I'm mimicking what I'm seeing. So I've never seen a man come out of my mother's bedroom. I've also never seen a man get up and go to work.
You've never seen a man come out of your mama's bedroom? You've never seen a man go to work?
Yeah, I didn't know men work. I thought men were like my Uncle Curtis and my Uncle Wayne. They pimp on a woman, or they lay around all day, or earn their clothes in the middle of the day, wake up late with a joint in their mouth, fly clean, and go nowhere. The unproductive black male of the 80s. So that's what I saw. So I watched all the males in my family go to prison. From my mom's cousins, my uncles, grandmother's brothers, and I never heard anybody say anything bad about prison. So think about this. I never hear anybody say anything bad about prison. They come home and make it sound bravado. Like you're missing out on something. It's just the rite of passage. Not only that, you're seeing it on television. So it's being reinforced either way. So we had a whole black exploitation era. So by the time, I'm an injured kid who get to watch all the television in the world in the hospital, at home. We had a VC, yeah. So by the time I get to be a normal kid that can go outside and play, it's a new culture, gang culture. And it's trending. I remember we seen Colors our first summer. We went and got bandanas and put them in our pocket. I went and got me a pocket knife. I don't know nothing about this but what I saw on television. I didn't know how to have sex from listening to rap music. And this is in the 5th and 6th grade. There was a song by Two Live Crew called Hey, We Want Some. I didn't know how to have sex from listening to rap music. And this is in the 5th and 6th grade. There was a song by Two Live Crew called Hey, We Want Some. Yeah, so imagine stopping it, rewinding it, stopping it, so you can get every lyric. So our culture taught us, and I say this often, and people really overlook it, it's a rape culture.
Rape culture?
Yeah, hip-hop is a rape culture.
Tell me about it.
I put a Molly in her drink, and she ain't even know it. Me and my homies like to play this game. Some call it Amtrak, but some call it the train. We all would line up in a single file line and take our turns waxing girls' behinds. Every time it get to me, I was out of luck because I stick my end and it would get stuck. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. The girl will say stop, I say I'm not. But we dance to it. There's another song. I take her back to the trap. I gave her a perk, and she ain't even know it. Then she dropped her panties. So when we watch the frat parties, what was that, Porky's Revenge? Hey, let's spike the punch. The girls don't know the spike's a sponge. When we see a bunch of girls, hey, baby, let me get you a drink. Come over, let's have some drink. Drink to do what? And have sex. That's coercion. She has to have a sober mind. So that's our culture.
How did it happen?
Hollywood, entertainment. They
because it didn't
they
used to be
romanticize
like
it.
that.
Now they romanticize it.
When you see the videos of back in the days, African-American families, suits, the way they dressed, clean, solid, strong, what got into that? You're saying purely it's hip-hop and movies?
A group of teenagers that became a phenomenon like the Beatles, NWA. Not only that, you got this group that know things about crack that the rest of America don't know. They the first crack babies. They the ones told us in songs, mothers smoke crack and your friends can have sex with them. Boys in the hood is always hard. We didn't know about a strawberry. There's a strawberry. A woman who sell her body for crack. You know how many of our aunties that end up doing that? You know how many guys that was in middle school that sold dope and his best friend mom was on dope and he ended up effing his best friend mom? And now they hate each other to this day. So it wasn't just it wasn't just hip hop. It was the lyrical content that children was being able to have access to. This is before the parental advisory stickers. Not only that, you got this music, which if you wanna check the temperature of your youth's mentality, listen to the music.
He's saying a whole lot, right?
A whole lot of facts.
And this is why, some people say the parent is number one. But if you ask me, I say rap music in entertainment is number one.
But that comes with the parenting because I remember when I was around people who they could play rap music with cussing in front of their parents, and we were in like elementary school. And I was just like, my parents would never ever let me do that. That's part of the parenting, though.
Look. I have seen more people that have had both parents in the household, but rap culture also affects their life. To this day, I have seen parents be millionaires, and they have both parents in the home be black, and the rap culture still affected them.
I think it's the parenting in your environment. I mean, like, I know all the black guys I know that grew up in the same area I did are mostly all doing well. They all have jobs. Most of them went to college, graduated, and worked good jobs and lived good lives. And the ones that aren't from that area don't have that same success. It's because we all grew up in a better environment.
Yeah, but still the ones in the same school who had no parents, who had no guidance, who could do whatever they want was bad.
Yeah.
Even at my school.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, the parental is like 50% of it, but I think maybe another 30 is your environment and what you're exposed to. So 30 is environment, 20 is what you're exposed to. You think that's a small part?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that it's more so parents, bruh.
I think it was 50% parents, 30% environment, 20% what you're exposed to. I'd probably go 25-25 right there.
So so we got parents, environment, music. Okay.
Exposed to, exposure.
So that would go under environment, right? And then I guess it's even between environment and music.
I don't know, man, because I knew some kids that had rough upbringings, and when they would come around, my parents would be like, wow, like they would try to do like help the kid. And I remember I'd be like, they'd be like, okay, I don't want you to hang out with him outside of these walls. They let him come over, take care of him, treat him good. And they used to like coming over to our house, but then my parents would be like, oh, well, I don't know if I want you going over there. And I never really understood that, but looking back on it, some of them kids was trouble for real.
Man. The ones that listen to the most explicit rap music are usually the worst ones.
But I'm telling you, the music is
I think
strong.
that's exposure.
Man, I think music is probably, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all don't know
music
shit
is
I've
so
seen,
powerful, bro.
I've seen the craziest shit with the music.
Music
shit.
is extremely powerful.
It is probably 70% of it.
And it could be. It could be a lot of it. It could be.
Yes.
I wouldn't even be mad at that because when you think about it,
NWA.
Why was that? That's what changed everything, really. But why was who? Okay, so the devil, right? Satan was kicked out of heaven, right? And he was in charge of music.
Yeah.
So you don't think he gonna use music on the earth?
He is.
Yeah.
That's happening.
And that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
That's literally what's
I'm
happening.
telling you, because you'll see a white kid, good parents, but the music will corrupt him, and he will be selling weed out the mansion.
It's the music.
Most of
it has to be
that's
mostly
exposure.
that, though.
It's
But
music, though. The music made him do it.
And a parent can stop the music, but also, bro,
It's
during school
hypnotizing.
time,
I don't
It's
know if your parents can
brainwashing.
stop that.
Exactly.
Think about it.
Exactly.
Think about
so
it.
it's not the parent.
But I mean, I listen to
It's
rap
not the
music and
parent.
stuff. I didn't grow up to be a knucklehead.
but-
You
Okay.
did, but other factors,
Some
you know,
people- some
you got the
people do.
Lord, you got parents, you
people
know.
do.
I
But
was
look,
in a good
But some people
environment.
have parents, and
Yeah.
it still happens to them. So what is
Okay,
it?
but
What's
if
number
you don't,
one?
so if you don't have parents, right? So it's a person with parents and a person in a good environment, the music is less likely to affect them. It still can, but it's less likely because you still have those things keeping you stable. But if you take the parent away and the environment away, and you add the music, you know what's gonna happen.
Yes, but we're also saying that the music is affecting every one of those.
It is. It's affecting all. That's what I'm saying. It
So-
affects me. That's why I stopped listening.
The
to
parent
it,
isn't
bruh.
affecting every
I
one of
can't
those
listen to
spots.
it as much as I can't listen to it like
exactly.
I was.
But the
bro. I
parents
can't.
aren't affecting every one of those, areas.
But it's
Poverty,
a
middle
pillar in the life. So you got 4 pillars, right? Parents, environment, music, and maybe their circle, their friends. I don't know. If you are missing all of those, it's going to fall. Or if you're missing more of those, it's going to fall, more likely. But if you have more of those things, the music is less likely to corrupt you, like it did not corrupt us here. But you see what I'm saying? Because we had stable things. But if you're broke, no dad, in the hood, all your homies thugging, your parents, like the people you do know in your family, also thugging, and you listening to the music, you have a higher chance of,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So if we take out the music, what do
Then
we,
it would
what do
help
we
a
have
lot.
there?
It would help a lot. One big thing,
What do we have there?
we still have
the
A
missing
harder
father,
case, yes.
but the
In the
music,
hood.
the entertainment won't corrupt the kid as much,
Yeah,
correct?
100%.
So that's why music has to be number one.
100%.
That's why it has to be
And,
number one.
and that's a fair take. That's a
It
fair
is.
take, honestly. It is.
Let them finish, though.
Because the music is probably also causing
Y'all
some
think
of the
music
fatherlessness.
is one of the highest causes?
Think about the music talking
what I
about
have seen.
and
Yes.
do
I
this
think-
and
I
that
think-
to these
I-
hoes
I think-
and all that. So then they do that.
Yes.
Boom, baby, no dad.
Yes.
And it's a cycle. I'm telling you,
Yes, it's number one.
If you want to check the temperature of your youth's mentality, listen to the music. So now you got this new chemical that was made in a laboratory. Black people didn't know how to cook crack. That's a chemist method. Somebody had to teach them. By the way, government taught somebody how to do this. We watched the movie Snowfall. So when they came out of California to come spread crack throughout America, who they bring? The gangs. Throughout the South, these little small country towns who people are fascinated by California from what we've seen on television. And we emulated a culture that was more destructive than the Ku Klux Klan and the Jim Crow system.
Wow.
Gang
And you were saying
culture.
it was intentional.
Nobody thought it would become this. It was dismissed. There's a bunch of kids from the ghetto rapping. It was dismissed. No one could predict what crack was going to do to Black America. Nobody. Nobody could have predicted that.
Okay, so politically, you got Trump, you got Obama. What do you think about Obama? How much did Obama do for the Black community?
Nothing.
You don't think he did a lot of good for the Black community?
didn't do nothing for
He didn't
Black
change your life positively, like.
He changed.
But he's Black.
He spent 8 years. He spent 8 years giving the homosexual community all of our civil rights.
Damn.
We still need a little bit more. So Dr. King and them fight wasn't for integration. It wasn't really to take the Jim Crow signs down. The initial fight, and it lasted for a while. The initial fight was equal rights and equal protection under the law. The Asians now have equal rights and equal protection because they have an Asian hate bill. You can't do nothing to Asian. The Jews, very well protected. Black Americans, not so. So when I look at Obama, he had an opportunity, but he wasn't raised with a Black American. So he don't connect with us. He don't relate to us because he's not a Black American. He come from an African man who had a baby with a white woman overseas and raised by his white racist granddaddy and his loving white grandmama. He grew up throughout school dating white women. Like, who you date, your mama? Michelle was a political move for him.
You think so?
He would never got elected had he had a white woman. That's why Kamala couldn't get elected. Ain't nobody vote for no Black woman with no white man coming from our culture. Each with their own kind. If you want to lead us, each with their own kind. White America would never pick a white. Why you think that boy got kicked out of England with that Black woman? You gonna come bring this to our bloodline? No. Hell nah, man. That's why mama and them said you don't go over there and have no baby with them people. You stay over here. Red birds and blue birds don't fly together, but they both birds. Each with their own kind. You can't be mad about that. So Obama could not relate to the Black American struggle coming from the N-I-G-G-E-R slave. He's not a seed of a slave. So why would he cry with us? He went and cried with his people, homosexuals.
Those are his people.
Them his people. Man, them his people.
Stop.
You saw what he, man, listen.
You think?
Yeah, he gave them the world. Yeah, them his people. How you recognize your kind? By their actions. Homosexuals got actions. That's how you know they're homosexuals. He with his kind.
You're saying Barack Obama's gay.
I'm speculating.
What caused
Based
you
on
to-
his mannerism.
Speculation.
He wasn't tough enough in the White House. George Bush was tough. Andrew Jackson was tough. Every motherfucking body was tough. Except him. Get along, go along kind of. Man, we don't need no president to get along and go along. We damn near need a dictator. So, nah, man, I'm Trump all day because America needed something that it had never had. They needed somebody that wasn't a politician.
Not that.
Couldn't get a soldier. Shit, we got a con man. God, man, this man done played all kind of roles. He done been in every role. He done been in every face of every ethnicity in every culture from the 60s to now. From being on Apprentice to dibbling and dabbling with all the hip hops, Don King, Mike Tyson, Michael. So man, this man is a black icon to us.
Oh, you're calling not a con man. What do you call a chameleon? Chameleon.
Let me just break this down. A con man is not a crook. A con man is a short term for a confidence man.
Ah, I got what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, they just turn into con. A confidence man.
But even though he's never been in a fight before, you're okay with that. He's still your president.
One time I got asked, could I level a house? Because I'm a confident man. Say, hell yeah, I can level that house. Took me all summer to do it. Could I do it? No, didn't know it was damn hard. Underpriced myself. But I'm a confident man, so I believe I can do anything.
Hey, real quick.
Man,
real quick.
if you mess with me, I believe I can whoop John.
Right. He made a couple of really good points. He does say some stuff like the dictator thing and all that, but he made a really good point with the Trump, how we needed someone who wasn't a politician and somebody who wouldn't really just let the puppet masters play the strings, which only one case here with, Mr. Epstein has that really been a problem. But other than that, it's been probably one of to me, the best president that I've ever seen. So, I mean, I've only seen a couple though, but that is something that is really hard to argue with, that we did need someone who wasn't a politician, because people always say you can't trust politicians. So we got someone who wasn't, and America is on the right track.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving listening to him talk. I agree with what he said about Obama. Michelle Obama is the blackest thing about Obama. That's why when people dig on Michelle, I don't like it. Talk about Obama all day. I like Michelle because she's actually black. Obama is not black. Same way I said about Kamala. She's not black. So I'm just loving this. Do I think Obama could be gay?
Did you see what he just said?
Hey, I completely agree with all the things he said. He gave gay people the world. That's why gay people think they exploited now. That's why we see the pride flag everywhere. That happened under Obama.
Did you see what he said on Michelle podcast?
Yeah, talking about a gay man shaped me. What the?
Bro, he
said that?
Yes. He said all men need a gay friend.
Yes.
I don't want no gay nigga around me.
He's gay.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
Hey,
I shouldn't have said that.
I remember
don't
y'all
want a
was
gay
getting on
person
my ass
around
bad
me.
about that. I said, man,
No. We were getting on your ass because you said Michelle had a dick and we was acting like
that was something separate. But then when the Obama gate came up, I was like, that could be possible.
I said,
that dude.
I don't believe that dude. I don't believe that dude. I didn't say.
But he just said it out of his own mouth.
I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not listening to a guy who has been to jail for lying and fraud and being dishonest. I'm just saying that's not credible to me.
Has said it out his mouth. Could it be very possible?
Yes.
It could be possible. Anything is possible.
Speculation, I think that's a valid speculation. Again, and also, to the point you said, what he said was crazy about we damn near need a dictator. I think the point he means is we need a leader that's going to do what get his agenda done no matter who's trying to stop it. And I think that's what he meant by that. And I think Trump does a good job. All these people, all these judges, all these politicians are doing whatever they can to stop it. And he's steamrolling through it and dropping his nuts on them, really. And that's what I voted for. A strong leader, a tough leader, a guy that's going to get the job done. And so far, I think he's done a great job of that. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking listening to this podcast. I'm enjoying this a lot.
I'm gonna say Obama gave more to gay people than black people.
I agree.
That's insane.
He did,
I agree
for sure.
He did. Let us know what y'all think in the comments about this, though, guys.